I'm feeling great. I'm like 101 days into no alcohol. And it was all because I wanted to do a 30-day no alcohol challenge that turned into basically a 3-month no alcohol cleanse. And I'm gonna share with you all the pros and cons to not drinking alcohol for 100 plus days. Before I start, I do want to acknowledge the seriousness of this addiction. Now, I know people are really struggling with alcohol addiction, and it's really hard for them to really get off of not drinking. So I want to make sure that I'll let you guys know that I'm very aware of this. I just wanted to do this because I just wanted to see what the health benefits would be. And I hear so much great things about, cleansing from alcohol for 30 days. And when I did that, I felt great. There was a lot of health benefits for it. And so it just kept me going. So I just want to remind you that, yes, I understand that this is a serious addiction, and a lot of people are having a hard time getting off alcohol. So fortunately for me, I don't consider myself an alcoholic, but I do feel like I do abuse alcohol at times, where I feel like instead of having 2 drinks here and there, I might have 4 drinks here and there. Like, I was doing 14 plus drinks a week. Like, some days I will have 4 beers, some days I'll have 2 beers, some days I'll have 3 glasses of wine, and then maybe a day I might have a whole bottle of wine. So a lot of times each week it will end up being like 14 plus alcoholic beverages a week. I just had this feeling that I was just wasting calories. My blood pressure was high. I was anxious a lot. I was having random headaches, and I just felt sluggish in the mornings. And I just knew, like, if I just cut out alcohol for a little bit, maybe I'll see some benefits, or maybe I'll see some changes in how I felt physically and mentally. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and mention I do work out. I do try to monitor what I eat. So I'm gonna also put that in play as I share how I've been doing in the last 100 days. Now, if this is your first video, welcome. But if this is like the 3rd video you've watched about the updates of my no alcohol challenge, then you pretty much are aware of some of the benefits, but I'm just gonna elaborate on them a little bit more. All right, so for me, the biggest thing for me was my blood pressure. I've had high blood pressure for like probably the last 3-4 years. And because of that, I developed a lot of anxieties over it. I also have hard time sleeping a lot, and I stress a lot. Because I basically an independent contractor, so I'm self-employed. So that comes with a lot of stress, and it also comes with a lot of sleepless nights, depending on how much work I have to do. So when I stopped drinking alcohol in the month of June, I think that time came perfect. Like, for me, that first month was great. Like, I experienced very minimum anxiety. I think it helped me with my energy level. I got through a lot of work. I made great decisions based on the work that I had going on. I also lost just a tiny bit of weight, but my blood pressure dropped tremendously. Like, right now, average, my blood pressure is probably like 115/74, usually every other day, depending on how much sleep I get and maybe what I've been doing or whatever, how much sodium I might have intaked. But my blood pressure has been the most noticeable thing since this whole cleanse. And then on top of that, I feel like just being more productive during the day has been so great. Like, I think for me, like, being able to wake up early with no hangover, with no headache, very minimum anxiety. I can just get my day going full of energy. And I haven't really been drinking a lot of caffeine too. I do get my caffeine intake. I do drink some teas here and there, but I do have a coffee every once in a while. But I noticed my energy level throughout the whole day has just been really on point. It could also be that I have been minimizing my no added sugar. So I haven't really been doing a lot of added sugar these days too. So that could be a reason that I might be having a lot of energy throughout the day without crashing. But like I said, I really feel like I've been so much more productive, and it's been very noticeable. And I think a lot of people have been actually seeing how productive and more energetic I've been. And I think it's been because I haven't really been drinking. I feel like I've been seeing the benefits of being able to just get up and just get the day going. I think because I haven't been drinking, I think the anxieties has been very minimum as well. I can get up, get my day going without feeling a certain way, not feeling really anxious. Now my anxiety levels, they come and go here and there because I do stress a lot. I do think about a lot of things, but I don't think the alcohol is impacting my anxieties to the fullest. So I feel like because of that, my anxieties have minimized a little bit. And then on top of that too, I feel like I have been saving a little bit more money. Like I'm not going to the bar every day and I'm not going to happy hours all the time and dropping like $30 just on booze, not including the meal, just the alcohol in general. Like honestly, before this no alcohol cleanse, I probably was spending, I'm gonna say 300 plus just on alcohol a month. That's whether I'm buying it at the bar or if I'm just buying a 6-pack or a 12-pack or a bottle of wine or a spirit or something. And that's like my monthly bill, like 300 plus. So I'm able to just save, you know, throw that into my savings account and just be able to have extra money for a rainy day. I also want to say that I feel like I've learned a lot about myself. I learned how patient I can be without alcohol. I feel like I'm more patient. Like I think when I was drinking a lot, I feel like I might have been a little more easily aggravated, easily annoyed, maybe even easily into my feelings a little bit more. Now that I don't have that right now, so I feel like I can face my feelings straight on because I'm not using alcohol as a coping mechanism. And now there's also some cons as well. Like I feel like even though I am being social, I feel like I might not get invited out to a lot of places these days. But that's fine because I'm saving money. But it is nice to be able to still be invited out and people don't have to really tiptoe around you just because you have some limitations. Like I still host my bingo nights every Monday and I can still go out there and just be myself and be very animated and outgoing and social. And I just feel like I haven't really had the desire to have that liquid encouragement because as we all know, a lot of the times our feelings can get kind of washed away with the alcohol encouragement, and that's normal because sometimes when you're a little nervous and you're around new people, sometimes having alcohol could potentially lighten the mood. Now that I don't have alcohol as like my liquid encouragement to get out there and just be open and outgoing, it just becomes natural to just carry on and have conversations and stuff. It might take me a minute to kind of loosen up a little bit, but at the end of the day, I feel like I don't need it. I feel like I know like my girlfriend and probably a lot of other friends probably wish that I can kind of have a beer with them here and there. Like I went to Europe and I didn't even really drink, which was like kind of actually interesting that I was able to like literally go to a new country and not even have an ounce of alcohol. Now I did take a sip of champagne twice. That was during weddings. Like I just literally took like a little sip, and we went to a Heineken experience in Amsterdam, and I did take a little sip of Heineken. So if we want to use those three situations as like a fail, then sure. But I'm not using that as a fail because I feel like I didn't have a full drink or an ounce of alcohol. I feel like I'm okay. It was just a little sip, and I just think that's okay. I feel like I still went this 101 days without fully having a full beverage of alcohol. Would I ever drink again? I would definitely say yes. When? I have no idea. I just don't have the desire to because it's just not part of my routine anymore. Like it used to be, I'll come home or I'm done with my project, I'll just crack open a couple beers, or I'll just go up the street to my spot, have lunch there, have a couple beers, or I'll go to happy hour at my spots and just like have a few beers there. It's just not part of my routine anymore. Now it's like I'm just so productive that those 2 hours that I would have been at happy hour, those 2 hours now, I'm like filming a video or I'm working on my content on my various YouTube channels, or I'm putting more effort in my client work. So I feel like my client work has improved even. I feel like my social skills have improved. So I feel like, yes, there are some pros and cons to not drinking depending on the level and how much you really do enjoy beer or alcohol in general. Like, I'll be honest with you, I think I would still enjoy a nice glass of wine or a nice IPA because, again, I'm in a city where beer culture has been very, appreciated here. So, like, of course, I'm going to go try a new brewery out, or I'm going to try a new beer that's on tap or something. It's just that when, I don't know. And again, like I said, I can go out and have a good time now without even having a drink, which has been very awesome. I feel great. I just feel so much more energy. I sleep better. Sleep has been really great. Like I just can wake up feeling fully refreshed. And I never thought that that would even occur to me either, that it was because of alcohol keeping me from having the best sleep that I could possibly get. I just really don't know what to say. I really love the way I feel every day. Like I feel like every day is getting better because I feel like I'm just doing so much more better things to my body, both physically and mentally. And I just don't want to give that up by having a couple beers a day just to wake up all hungover and feeling like crap, feeling like crap sucks. And then getting back into your routine and getting back in the flow of your day sucks because it just like put a tamper on your day because like you're sluggish for a couple hours, you feel anxious for a couple hours, sometimes you feel sick to your stomach. I don't have any of those issues as much anymore, or at all really. Just like I said, just a little bit of minor anxieties here and there, and I'm good to go. I feel like the pros definitely outweigh the cons in this situation, and I'm very happy, and I just feel great. Like I don't know if you can see it on my face, but I am just so great, and like a lot of my friends are now telling me how like my skin looks good and how I actually look happy and I look like I'm losing weight. Some people even say they can even see that I lost weight in my face. Like if you look and go and watch my 30-day no alcohol video, you would see the difference. I had a beard obviously, but you can still see a major difference in just how puffy my face looked to now. Yeah, and so I'm just so thrilled to be on this journey. And if I can go another 100 days, that'd be great. But who knows what the future have in store for me. But I'm going to definitely keep y'all updated. And if, like I said, I just want to make sure like I wasn't being insensitive to those who probably do really suffer with alcoholism. Hopefully this inspired people to just really reap the benefits of feeling good. Like I feel like it helps you feel better mentally. Like, I mean, I'm not perfect. I have my days. I have my days when I'm down, or I have my days when I just feel like there's really nothing to look forward to, because there's times where I feel like I don't have anything else other than work to really like be excited about. Because I remember I used to go to these happy hours and go to my favorite bar because it was like part of my excitement. Like I used to be excited to have a beer or try a new beer or go wine tasting or go beer tasting. I can still do those things, but in moderation. So I think what I've learned in these last 101 days is that once I get back into drinking, just do it in a moderate way, or just do everything in moderation. That's with anything really. Anything in moderation is better for you, period. But if I can stop drinking for 30 days and continue to go, I feel like the things that I can do in my life is limitless. Really, it's really limitless. I feel like there's no limits on what I can do and how many challenges I can challenge myself. So right now I'm on this journey of a good mental state and a good physical state, and I'm so excited for my continuation of this journey, and I hope you guys will stick along for the ride. So with that being said, just keep your head up, and thanks for watching.